Hey guys, it's Miss Sageman. This video is going to take you through the answers to review for our quiz the end of this week. This is about angle puzzles, 3.1 and 3.2. Okay, so we're going to look at relationships between the pairs of angles and what those measures might be. So your answer to the first slide, revealing as few answers as possible. You can pick any of these, okay? You need at least one of them to be able to work your way around. Okay, so if this angle is 138 degrees, the one across from it, that is a vertical angle, so that is also 138 degrees. And then to get the other two, these are linear pairs. So a straight line here makes 180. So 180 minus 138 is 42 degrees. Don't worry about typing in the degree sign, and then make sure you check your work. And if you're stuck and you can't get any of those, you have 3 reveals to help you out. And then the next slide, what types of angles did you use on the previous slide for angle puzzle number 1? So we didn't use complementary, that adds up to 90. We used vertical because those were congruent. We used linear pairs because those were supplementary, adding up to 180. Be careful with this one. We did not use angles formed by a transversal. Remember, a transversal is one line that intersects 2 other lines at 2 other points. Okay, so there was no angles formed by a transversal. Now in this one, we do have a transversal and we have parallel lines here. So we need to reveal these answers, as few as you can. Again, you want to use your ideas of congruent or adding up to 180. Okay, so I'm going to start with the top one up here. So this one's 45 degrees. Okay, so I have a vertical angle here to 45 degrees. And then when I come down here to this other set of angles, this is now where we need to use our ideas from 3.1 and 3.2. These two angles here are corresponding, okay? 45 in here in the blue and the blue here, these are alternate interior, okay? We cannot get the outside here until we get this interior angle. So corresponding and alternate interior angles are congruent, so that's 45 degrees, okay? This angle here, which is not marked, would be consecutive interior with the 45, which adds up to 180. And then here we have a linear pair, so 145 taken away from 180 is 135. So check your answers. Again, our angles that are congruent are vertical, corresponding, alternate interior, and alternate exterior, which we do not have in this example. We also do not have consecutive interior, which would be the space missing up in the top part by the 45s. What postulate or theorems were used on the previous slide for angle puzzle number 2? We used vertical angles. We used linear pairs. We used corresponding and alternate interior. We did not use alternate exterior, and we did not use consecutive interior. Alternate exterior, one is above the transversal, one is below the transversal, or to the left of the transversal, to the right, so there's an alternate relationship. Those are congruent. Consecutive interior is when you have angles on the inside of the parallel lines, back to back, and those add to 180, which we did not have. And our last one, this is a challenge example. We will see triangles here next quarter or next semester. But check anywhere here to reveal an angle. So I am going to choose the one here in the triangle. So that is 82 degrees, okay? I wanted to point that out, that if you choose that one, you really can't go anywhere else, okay? So you're gonna have to reveal another one. But if you choose any other angle, you can get alternate interior from there, okay? So 38 is here. We have 2 parallel lines. So 38 is alternate interior with this one. Those are congruent, okay? And then we know that 82, 38, and this angle here, that makes a straight line. Now this is not a linear pair because it's 3 angles, but we do know that angles add up to 180, okay? So we have 82 and 38, which is 120, so this would be 60 degrees right here. And you could use your last reveal as well if you needed to. So this is a challenge. And that's it for your review for the quick quiz at the end of this week. You're going to need to know your Relationships, you're going to need to be able to find angles, and don't forget to study your vocab with parallel, perpendicular, skew, coincident, transversal, and parallel, perpendicular, skew, transversal, and coincident, those 5.